Hey there, Judi Jamieson, the psychic here, and welcome to Intuitive Tuesday. In this week's short video lesson, we're going to go over and discuss how to be a psychic. So if you were ever curious about it, you're drawn to those psychic shows and those medium shows, and you ever thought to yourself, wow, I really wonder what it would be like to experience those kind of things or have those kind of gifts or do that type stuff, make sure you hang out and watch this video. If you are totally into, drawn to, curious, intrigued about all things concerning spirituality, intuition, and psychic development, make sure you hit the subscribe button right underneath this video if you are watching on YouTube. This way you'll get notified every single Tuesday when a new free educational training video is put out. Make sure you hang out to the end of the video because I have something very special for you that I guarantee you're really gonna like. So how do you become psychic? I got a news flash for you. You already are. We are all psychic. We are all born with natural, intuitive, and psychic abilities. They're different. They're not the same thing. What gets messed up, though, is that society does not teach us how to tune into ourselves. We're taught how to tune into everybody else but us. So as far as like being a psychic, you can kind of, we're all psychic, okay? You are just as much psychic as I am, and maybe even more, and you just don't know it yet. So you could look at psychic development as various different levels of development and trust or practice within yourself. You can kind of equate it to, are you the intern? Are you a nurse? Are you a doctor? Or are you the director? It's just different levels, but it's all there. Did you ever see a flash or something out of the corner of your eye to where you kind of had to do a double take? Or can you look at someone and just see right through them and know if they're bullshitting you or not? Guess what? That's a intuitive and a psychic ability, and it's called clairvoyance. Did you ever hear the phone ring and you just knew who it was on the other end? Or know when your kids are in trouble or up to no good? Mother's intuition, you've heard of that term, right? Without any kind of prior proof or knowledge or insight into anything, you just know it without being able to explain how. Guess what? That's a psychic ability. It's called claircognizance. How about the ability to walk into a room and feel the energy in the room? And when I say feel the energy, I'm talking about either if there was a lot of negativity or a fight or something happened, somebody's not getting along, or something really happy and grand and vibrant and fun was going on. Do you easily sense, feel, and absorb the emotions and the chaos and even the happiness of others? And does that energy affect you later on throughout the day? It like sticks to you. So you have to be very, very conscious and aware of who you are allowing in your personal space and your life. That's called clairsentience. That is a intuitive and a psychic ability. How about maybe talking to yourself in the car, asking yourself some questions, whether it's out loud or in your head, and all of a sudden a song or a commercial comes on the radio that gives you the exact answer that you needed. Or if you're going through some kind of crappy situation throughout the day, and you go to the supermarket, right? And I don't know, the lady behind you just says something to whoever it is that she's with in the checkout line that really, really clicks and resonated with you. Guess what? That's another ability. It's called clairaudience. The problem is most people, one, don't trust it, two, don't understand it, and three, you get that other indecisive voice in your head that makes you ping pong all over the place, and then you wind up dismissing things as just a coincidence. When it's not. It's the subtle ways that your intuition and your psychic abilities communicate with you. And it's called your clairs. Now, there are many different clairs, but the four that I just went over with you, they are the main that most people experience. Let's go over them again. Clairvoyance is the ability to see. Claircognizance is just knowing things before they happen without prior knowledge. Clairsentience is like, think of yourself as being sensitive. You absorb energy, thoughts, feelings of other things and even people. And then clairaudience is just hearing things. Now, all of these clairs work in various different ways, what I call internally and externally, okay? And then there's a lot of misconceptions between like what Hollywood puts out, or even a lot of the TV shows that exaggerate what they are really like in normal everyday life. Were you able to connect and relate to any of those examples that I gave you? See, there you go. You're psychic. I just gave you little tiny everyday easy peasy type things or ways to connect with those abilities and how they work. But that's just a little tiny piece of the puzzle here. So remember earlier I told you hang out and watch the end of the video? If you would like to fully understand what those gifts are, how they work in great detail, and discover what your strongest natural intuitive ability is, and the fastest, easiest, most natural way to develop those abilities. Now, I'm not talking about meditation or anything like that, because I know a lot of people struggle with meditation. I got something that'll make it so much easier for you. Underneath this video, there is a link to sign up for a free masterclass training that I will be doing. During that training, you will fully understand the scope of intuitive, natural, intuitive, and psychic abilities and what your gifts are and exactly how they work. So if that is something that you're interested in, make sure underneath this video in the comments somewhere you click on that link, sign up, and register for that free training. It'll really put to bed a lot of confusion, a lot of misconceptions, and debunk it's not hard. It's really, really easy and how natural it is. So let's do a quick recap here before I end the video. How to be a psychic? You are already one. You just need to learn how to tap into those abilities, what your strongest ability is, and then if you want to, how to strengthen those intuitive and psychic muscles, and then just apply them in your everyday life. They're known as your clairs. Clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, and clairaudience. Now, like I said, there are other clairs, and I'm not going to hog up time in the video here, but those are the main four that most people generally experience and go through. So I'm going to wrap up this video here for you. If you enjoyed this video, if it enlightened you, it gave you some kind of education, a better understanding as to things, if you're watching on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment below, share your thoughts, share your experiences, ask me some questions. Let's have a conversation. I get notifications when someone comments on the videos. Please comment. Talk to me. Hopefully you hit that subscribe button at the beginning of the video, and I will see you right here next week on this channel. And again, sign up for that link underneath the video so you can fully understand the whole scope of how you could be your own psychic. I hope you have a wonderful, phenomenal, kick-ass week, and hopefully I will see you right here on this channel next week. See you later.